21st of December. Please stand for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Aye. Starting the motions.
We had, I believe, 4 motions from the meeting on Tuesday. First motion is 18-438, that the consent agenda be approved. Second motion is 18-439 to approve 2019 cereal malt beverage licenses for Pete's of Erie, that's the McCune location, Pickler's Chicken Annie's, not for consumption on the premises, also at Pickler's Chicken Annie's for consumption on the premises, Girard American Legion for consumption on the premises, Chicken Annie's Girard for consumption on the premises, and Chicken Mary's for consumption on the premises. Next motion is 18-440 to approve the promissory note and security agreement between the Board of Crawford County Commissioners and Community National Bank and Trust in the amount of $99,113.55 at 3.25% interest for 36 months for one 2019 Ford and 2019 Chevrolets for the Sheriff's Department, and authorize the chairman to sign. And the last motion is 18-441 to adopt resolution number 2018-022, a resolution establishing the number of county commission districts for Crawford County, Kansas, and setting the number of districts at 3.
I didn't vote yes on this, I abstained.
Right.
So, yeah.
It says yes on. Says I voted
You want
yes
to change
on
it?
the record.
Hand those back.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Kick it back.
Yeah, that needs to be changed to present but not voting, right?
Yeah, abstain. Okay.
We can get those corrected
fine.
after the meeting.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Public hearing on the 2018 Crawford County amended budget.
We need to open the hearing, too.
Yes.
Motion open.
Mr. Chairman, I move we open the hearing.
I'll second.
Aye. Any public comment on the amendments to the 2018 budget?
Mr. Chairman, seeing no comment, I move we close the hearing.
Second.
Aye.
These budget amendments just allow us to spend any cash we have on hand. They don't affect any taxes already levied or anything like that. So the ambulance fund did need slightly more budget to be able to pay bills through the end of the year. Same way with tourism and convention and consolidated 911. The general fund that'll allow us to do some transfers. We had more cash in most of those funds than originally budgeted. which
Transfers to reserve funds is
Yeah.
majority of the general fund change.
And once I thought next week, that final meeting, we'll have all the payroll and bills in for the end of December anyway. And they've come up with we need to make the transfer of the addiction treatment center funds into that operating reserve. I know you want to make a transfer out of Road and Bridge to the equipment reserve and see if there's anything else. There may be additional funds available in employee benefits that, if we want to, we could transfer those into risk management to keep that in better shape. But thought it'd be good to wait until we get those.
Carl, any questions? If there's no further questions, I'm going to grant the budget amendment.
Second. Aye.
How many do you need, Don?
Probably a couple signed.
You guys signed them?
Yeah, we got 2 of them coming.
Opening of property casualty and workers' comp insurance bids.
Ray, would you like to come up?
Yeah, just, I wanted to introduce Tom Adams, and he's a Travelers Insurance Company. He's a public entity, takes care of all the public entity business over a 7-state area, and he just kind of wanted to address the commission just for a real short minute about a program that they have. And I didn't know if that was okay or not.
Sure. I'll keep it brief. Ray has submitted our bid proposal, and you'll be glad to know I'm not going to go through that in detail. It's a very detailed proposal. As you go through it, if you have questions, I would just ask that you contact Ray or myself. I just circulated my cards. The one thing I did want to bring to your attention, though, is part of the bid packet. In there with our proposal, there's a letter that is guaranteeing our rate for 3 years, saying that the rate on the various coverages, bottom line on the total account, our rate will not increase by more than 5% each year if your loss ratio is under 40%. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a comfort level that, number one, we're not just trying to buy your business. We're not coming in and just lowballing the first year and going to jack you up the next year. We want a long-term relationship with Crawford County. All I do is deal with public entity accounts. I've been with Travelers 40 and a half years, been dealing exclusively with public entities for 27 years. Travelers is the largest writer of public entities in the country, and I'd be very excited and honored to be able to add Crawford County to our book of business. I think we've got a pretty competitive program for you this year. I've quoted in years past, haven't been successful, but I keep swinging, keep coming up to the plate, keep swinging the bat. So hopefully this year's outcome will be a little better. But I just wanted the opportunity to thank you for the opportunity to quote on your business again. Again, as you go through the detailed proposals, if you have any questions at all, if something isn't clear, just contact Ray or myself, and we'll do our best to answer any questions you might have. Anything at this time?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're talking about going up 40%. Our work comp is up and down like a yo-yo. Are
The-
you going to honor that?
The guarantee doesn't apply to the workers' comp. It
Okay,
applies,
what else doesn't it apply to?
that's it. The guarantee applies to the package which is the property and all of your liability coverages, your property, your auto, your general liability, your law enforcement liability, employment practices liability, public entity management liability, or E&O. The workers' comp is the only one that it doesn't apply to, and that's because, as you just observed, the work comp can be so volatile based upon your individual experience. But that's the only one it doesn't apply to, and that, it says that in the letter. You'll note that.
You know, I appreciate the fact that you put the 5% not to exceed. I'm in the insurance business, and that's pretty much unheard of, so
Yeah.
I appreciate that. If our loss ratio were to go down, then would we see a decrease possibly?
It's very possible, yeah.
Okay.
That guarantee is just saying we're not going to increase it more than 5% if your loss ratio is over 40. But yes, if if you perform very well, there's nothing to say that you couldn't go down
Good.
in rate. So just can't go up more than 5.
That's fair enough.
Do you offer any kind of a dividend check? Or
No,
any kind of
no, we do not offer a dividend, and I've always kind of viewed dividends as the IRS and a tax return. It's basically your money they've been holding on to for 18 months, and they're just giving it back to you. So I try and give you a savings up front, but we do not have a formal dividend program.
Okay. Thank you.
We appreciate you coming down.
You bet. Thank you very much for the time. I appreciate it, gentlemen.
The only other thing I would add is if this only pertains to Crawford County, it's not a program that writes in all the counties. It's
Oh, they're not in the pool?
No.
No,
Just
no,
one
this,
county.
our program, all our coverages and our pricing is based on you on a standalone risk basis.
Okay.
Your pricing is not going to be affected by other insureds that we write and their experience. You're going to be judged and priced accordingly to your own experience.
Most all the others, as you know, they're taking them.
Again, we-
Thank you.
No,
We-
thank you again.
We appreciate
Thank
it. Jim, I don't know, how many bids did we receive?
Looks like we have 2 there.
2?
This is all that I've gotten, and you hadn't had anything previously.
No, I haven't had anything.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and open them, but I would recommend that you take the bids back, look them over, and then make a recommendation to the commission.
Okay.
Does that sound all right?
Let's go ahead and open these. This is the packet from Travelers Insurance, from Ryan Insurance Agency, but Travelers Insurance proposal.
Page 44.
I was looking at that.
All right, Don, you got the other one?
I heard you say.
That's Jeff, if you found. So it's down.
This is, was
Where
being.
were we at this year?
Last year, I think it was 440.
Yeah.
440, so.
I was thinking it was 400 something.
I'd like to see that
Yeah.
pencil.
Is also through Aunt Ryan's, but with EMC.
This is with, the
Insurance.
second one's with EMC, right?
Is your, making a smart remark, how short's your pencil?
talk to this gentleman here. How short is it? I bet you start out with one that long, and I bet it's about like that now.
You need for all the information.
No, I'm talking about, you know what I look at, the M-O-N-E-Y.
It's gotten shorter.
Huh? It got real short. You must keep it real sharp.
It's better than last year. All right, seen what I need to see. Jim, you want to take these, or do you want to say?
Let's go ahead and announce, let's go ahead and announce
The amounts?
I'll announce the total price if you guys want me to do that.
Sure, go ahead.
For the record.
Bidding process is over, so.
Okay, I've got Travelers that a total price of $370,997. I've got the EMC proposal at $358,476. Well, I will review these and give you a recommendation next Friday, if that's all right.
That's fine.
Yep.
That'll work. You good with it, Jeffrey?
Okay.
Jim, you want these?
Sure, I'll take
You
them.
want these or I'll
You can keep them. Sure, you can look them over. Yeah.
Here, you take mine.
Will you be available, Ray, if I need to give you a call next week?
Travelers when it's on reading.
Yes.
And,
Okay.
I like it. So I think that
All right.
anytime you want, there's a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
I also want you to all know that Travelers didn't know anything about EMC, and EMC doesn't know anything about Travelers. This gentleman can attest to that. We don't do that.
But we appreciate it, Ray. We appreciate both companies bidding it, and
Neither one.
I'm
Had a lot of people wanting to know. We just said, no, we can't do it.
surprised we don't have more bids, but it is what it is. So,
Okay.
yeah, get back with us Friday, Jim.
Yep.
Got all the insurance information?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
down.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
Thank you.
New business, Tom?
Yeah, I do have a couple of items. One is, annually, we review the outstanding checklist for the county. And any checks that are, these are all, were all issued in 2017, but have never been cashed. It's much shorter than we've had in past years. But anyway, these items are way past the date where they should have been cashed. They're only actually really good for like 6 months. But these, and I checked on that one.
Are we gonna notify him again, or are we?
We have talked to all of them, tried to, or some of them we haven't been able to.
I know the second
In touch
one just
with.
lives down the street from you, like the little Casey girl.
So, yeah, I know they reach out to them a couple of times, try to see if they need a replacement check, something like that. And that the one there for Chad's Auto Repair, they've talked to that office a couple of times. They don't show us as having any outstanding bills there or anything like that. They could, well, like I said, the one for there, that's Fire District 3's payment. As like I said, anyway, they do not see us as owing them anything. The 2 jury duty checks, we could cancel those and reissue those too. I mean, really, if you want us to. They're very small amounts.
Premium,
you know,
what would you
$10.
like to do?
That would probably be fair, although I had somebody bring back a jury duty check 2 days ago, brought it in that because he had not actually served jury duty, but he was on the list we got from district court as well, but it's a $10 check as well, you know, and I thanked him for being honest about it. A lot of people
Pretty honest.
A lot of people wouldn't do that probably, but yeah, we could check into those and reissue those if that looks like the right thing to do. I'd like to, those last two anyway, the Jack Musso Estate and then Chad's Auto Repair, go ahead and maybe cancel those out, and the money just goes back into those funds. One's employee benefits, and the other one's fire district number 3, would go back into their account. I mean,
So
it's in their
moved.
account, but it shows up as a kind of a
Second. So that's what you're gonna do then, Don? You're
Yeah.
gonna recut the first two and
then cancel the last 2 there.
then,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
The other thing I have is, we've had this agreement for 3 or 4 years with Labette County Community College for, they provide a lot of free classes for county employees. We have an agreement with them that if any county employees want to take one of their classes, it's, they don't have to pay tuition for it. And I know a lot of our EMS and the fire districts utilize them for some of their training on a pretty regular basis. But there is that agreement. In that agreement, as part of it, we agree to provide some classroom space, which I think the EMS does.
Right.
But they've never asked for anything over and above that. It's one of those things out there that, it could be a concern, but over the 4 years we've been using their program, it's never been an issue. And it's been I think a good, I know a lot of employees that work in the courthouse that have taken other courses there. not
I
just-
believe it's been utilized quite
yeah,
a bit.
in different types of, and it helps them improve their skills if they want to, and I think it's been a pretty good program, but they were wanting, it's an annual agreement we have with them, and there is always that termination clause there at the end that we could terminate within 60 days if we so wish.
I will move that we grant the agreement authorizing the chairman to sign.
I'll second it.
How many copies you want on, 2 or 3?
Just a couple will be fine. I'll send one to them, and we'll keep one for our records. Thank you. That's all the new business I have.
Okay. Jim?
I have one item of new business. And I sent out an email a couple of days ago from Bill Brady about the latest meeting of the Gaming Commission, and I want to send out a contract for his services. I'll tell you about the email first. They talked about how the Kansas casinos are doing, and then there's a big push for looking into, it's called sports wagering in Kansas. And it was talked about a lot during that meeting, and you'll see, if you can get on there, you can see quite a bit of discussion about it. It sounds like there's some interest in bringing that up this year in the legislature, so it would obviously have potential impact on our casino here in Crawford County if that was allowed. So it'd be a boost to get it. So
Sure.
anyway, it's something to look into, and I think maybe it ties in with some things that we can have Bill Brady do, our lobbyist. He's on a year-to-year contract. I think next year I think we'll get a lot of use out of him. I have faith in KAC, but I'm a little concerned that they've had some people that have left, and I think it's going to be a year in transition for them. So I don't think it would hurt to have somebody up there
No,
helping us out.
I think Mr. Brady does a good job keeping us abreast as to what's going on, and I think it's well worth our money to keep him on board.
You making a motion?
I so move.
I'll second it. All right.
I just need a couple of those, please.
Authorizing the chairman to sign.
Yeah.
You want one of them copies to send back to Bill?
Yes.
Okay.
Just need two,
Go ahead.
three?
Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay. I don't have any new business. Tom?
No, sir.
Carl?
New, old. I found stuff on my skid loader.
New,
New old. Just a little homework for you, Jeff, when you start doing ho. We got 3 bids, one from Heritage, one from Bobcat, and one from Cat. I've been working these, and I feel Cat's our best deal, just a tad more money, but I think we're getting a lot better machine built from my experience.
I mean, you get what you pay for.
That's right. And the reason why I say we don't need to go out for bid, because they've all been state or federal bids already under a contract. So if anyone says anything, you're getting all 3 of them. You're getting Cat, Bobcat, and John Deere. And if you need any more brochure information, I've got it on different ones.
Carl, I know you've studied up on this.
Yes.
And you've been dealing with this for a couple of months.
Yes,
I'm just gonna take your recommendation on this.
I just can go with the Cat. But like I say, if you guys want to look at it, I mean, it's a little bit more money, probably another $10,000, $12,000, but you know, with Cat, something goes down, they got a shop 40, 50 miles away, Chanute, and they've always been good, you know, because about everything we run and the equipment wise, you know, the loaders and is Cat, and we got one personally that's not a Cat, it's a Bobcat, and I kind of compared the two, which is here's a little bit bigger than ours personally, but I just like it. You know, the guys used the Widener last week, I think, in Jeff's district. They used it the week before in my district, and it just handles it like a dream. So my recommendation, I mean, me personally, like I say, I talked to Arch, that you guys look at it, and maybe next Friday give me yes or no on it. But if we, I know it's a good machine.
What about the apparatus, Carl?
You got you got the planer, and it's going to be a 40-inch planer, and then you got that tree forestry, that mulcher, that you know, bridges
And
with all that.
that'll fit both machines?
No, won't fit the old machine, the old Bobcat we got now. I don't think will handle the forester,
Okay.
but I think it will handle the planer because the flow and stuff on it. But this machine here, you know, it will handle the forester, and then it also, the mulcher, and then it will also handle the planer, which right now when we do plane stuff, we have the Pittsburghs. It's just best to have it on.
Sure.
And but what I'm really excited about is for the Widener, and also to get in around down in these bridges.
Oh, I am too.
Clean all that up.
It's gonna be great
the
for
flow and
that.
stuff, yeah. And I like to say.
What's the totals?
Well, the total on the Bobcat is 108,925.
That's with the planer?
That's with the planer.
Root grapple?
But you know, Jeff, I'm thinking, I was reading this here, and he don't have a 40-inch planer, okay? It must be the John Deere one, which I think Justin figured the 2-footer, but I'm gonna make sure with him on it, because you know, each one of them's bid separate when he gives us that on the John Deere. But I am gonna ask Justin that. Because see, you got a total on the machine of $70,373. That's on the John Deere on the machine.
Uh-huh.
And then if you go to the planer, I know I got the mulch here, it's $27,350.
On the John Deere you're looking
Yes,
at?
sir. And this is the John Deere brand. And then on the mulcher, he's got three different ones. You know, I don't know what that CP30 means. I don't know if that's 30-inch or what, but the other ones are, they call them 48s, but they're 40s. And it's, see, he put down all three of them, and really, we should break it down, and the 30-inch one is.
30-inch,
Yeah,
18.
is 18, so that's what I'm saying, the 18, and then you take the, what was the other, 18 and 26. And see, this don't even count a clam bucket. So John Deere and Catlin may be the same, but I'm gonna stop by on the way home and talk to Justin, make sure on this here again, because I haven't talked to him in a while, but the way everything looks and the machinery and the equipment wise, myself personally, I like the Cat a lot better and something
It's
that'll last
looking
for a long
like
time.
the John Deere's about
Well, if you had them
same
together.
as the Cat,
Yeah,
pretty
right.
close.
Yeah,
fairly close. And your Bobcat's gonna be
yeah, Bobcat just,
12,000 less.
yeah, but I feel, and don't get me wrong, I don't have nothing wrong with Bobcat, because we own one ourselves, you know, but it's not a commercial.
Where's the dealer at?
For Bobcat,
Olathe?
Olathe,
Olathe, yeah.
Do they service those there?
yeah. See, we used to get ours out of Springfield, but Bobcat got bought out by a company, and so they changed the territorial service. And this guy that we used to deal with all the time, he cannot come over from Kansas. He can't even come from Farm Show. So and I just talked to this one guy in Olathe at one time. I've been talking to Clint, the one that we know real personally, and he's the one that helped me outfit it, and that's what I kind of went off with the other machines.
And this is, state bid or a
It's state bids.
State bid, yeah.
state bid?
Yeah,
State contract, right?
yeah.
It's a 98 horsepower?
On the, which one now, Jeff?
He's on the
Cat is
Yeah, I think so.
The Bobcat is 92.
Yeah, and what is,
Quite a big one.
I think John Deere is, I think 89 or maybe 90.
Indeed. I'm excited to see how it work around them bridges.
Yeah, I just,
So that's really gonna clean them up.
yeah, it would help out a lot.
That's a pretty powerful machine.
Yes, it
98
is.
horsepower.
Big machine. And the weights on it, and one thing, they can load, I forget what the reach was on them.
We'll get up over those sides.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Really?
That's good too. That's gonna be handy.
So
Oh, yeah.
on the overpass, you'd be able to reach over the side and.
And these
come down
are
there.
tracked,
Yes.
rubber.
Yeah,
Rubber.
rubber.
Yeah, I think we've had pretty good luck with service out of Cat, haven't we?
Yes.
Foley?
And, you know, they, we had a little misunderstanding on that Cat track hoe, and I held off about 3 or 4 months, and Donnie Archie and I hooked up, and it wasn't a warranty item, and I felt that it was, but after he explained to me what happened, it wasn't a warranty item. It was just kind of a error that happened when when they changed the bucket. You sit in the seat and do it, and they got one pin cocked, and it done just a little bit of damage. But this is one was new, but,
Did they fix it?
oh yeah, they come right out and fixed it, $400 and some dollars. So I agreed to go ahead and
Sure.
pay it. But,
All right,
but go
well,
ahead and think about it, and like I say, we'll talk about it next Friday.
I know you've been working on this for quite
Yep.
a while, so.
But
thank
I'm
you for
leaning
that.
more towards unless something changed, but I will talk to Jason
Okay.
on this price
Report
here.
back to us
Yeah.
on
You
Friday.
said they
Yes.
have run the widener with the Cat?
Yes,
Is that right?
they run it to, when I was talking to, and I was getting serious about the cat, I was talking to Archie, and I says, "What be a chance of trying one?" And he said, "Yeah." So they sent one down. We had it here 3 or 4 days. We used the Widener on 220th, and then they took it out there, you know, where we asphalted last spring, that Timber Lake, Timber Log, you know, around there.
Oh,
You know, we always thought it was a private
Timberlake,
sector.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they used it around there.
I didn't know that. It worked good?
I lied to you. Out there, we used ours. It was smaller,
Bobcat?
Bobcat, and, what's that young kid's name that runs
Dylan?
Dylan? And, it was his first time running one, but I think he had run the other one. But we had ours out there on that one when we had, the other one, that cat one, we had it out on 260th on that grant project.
Did it run better on the cat?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got that much more horsepower, you got more ground pressure. But, and I think Dylan come out and run that over there when they was running the other one. But he got along with it real good for his first time with ours, but ours is like, I mean, the one we own right now. It could, well, of course, it's rubber tired, you know, it, so much, you know, ground surface.
Probably pretty hard on it, that much weight.
Oh, yeah, you know, especially if you're hanging out there, then plus that you're pushing the truck. But ours handled it, you know, because we used that on 200th,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But like I say, let me know Friday.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Don, old business?
I don't have any today, sir.
Jim?
I have none.
The only thing I had, Jim, did you find anything on the right-of-way issue?
I've
Right-of-way
been,
width?
I've read a pretty good article on it. In fact, about a 20 or 30 pager, and I'm still a little bit confused. So no, we'll get something. I'll get something figured out for you.
I wonder if the Norm with the KC
Norm
would
would know,
anything.
and that's a good. That
If you
yes,
would give
I'm
him a
gonna.
call and see
Yes,
if
we'll
he
call
has any
Norm.
advice.
He will know.
Well, Jeff, I think if it's a safety issue, I'm not sure I care what they say. If it's a safety issue, we need to,
Yeah,
if there's some blind
At the
spots on a
intersection,
corner, at the
yes.
intersection, that's no good.
it's just a question of how far you go beyond the intersection, really,
I don't
so.
know if you have the landowner's permission, if you need to,
Well, the landowner's asking us to do it, so,
then,
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be, and I've read a couple places where it is. There's state statutes on at least minimum width of a road, and I would think that
seems
there's
like
no way
maybe
that
I've read that in one of Norm's articles.
normal no for sure. There's no way there's
So-
got to be more right away than what's there.
So if we have to, we'll have to go and condemn that right away or buy that right away from that guy to make it legal?
We could. I'll talk to Norm about it.
Okay.
yeah, just,
Just keep researching.
that's
we'll see.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll get
I'd
something
like
to
know
you.
It's a
that
good thing we
too.
got all know that, so.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. Tom?
No, sir.
Carl?
You know, is this the final payment on this bridge that, with Cook Platte on the, you know, the engineering part for 15,000 to, is this one up there in the northern part of the county? You know, we paid
It's,
2 payments, or we paid 1 payment, didn't we?
Hickory Creek, it's.
Yeah, is that one that we're gonna have
590,
100,000,
I
it's kind of a
believe.
grant?
Yeah, Alyssa ought to get us the total on that. I'm sure there's gonna be more fees. This is just the plan, so they'll have to bid
He's
it
drawing the
and
plan.
inspection and. so-
Because, you know, last time we paid partial, we didn't even have a bridge number, if I remember right, he just sent down a bill, but I see now we got a bridge number on there.
Yeah.
So that 205, is that the one that's up there you're talking about, Jeff, that we got the grant on?
Yep.
Have we haven't received any money, or we haven't even got approval on it yet?
That part I don't know, Carl.
Have we
Money,
got-
received money? I'm not tracking that. I don't know. Be good to bring Alyssa in and ask her.
Most of those are.
I don't think you do until
You
construction.
get the done, you get reimbursed for the, whatever the eligible portion that, you know, that's.
Well, see, our part is gonna be, well, what was it, was that 80/20 or 90/10?
I was thinking 80/20, but,
But I just,
again,
was that roughly a 300 We just need to get the information.
We need to get the
Yeah,
information.
$300,000 project, I thought.
Okay.
So we'll
If you don't mind, I may ask her.
That's fine, we can ask her
Yeah.
to get us that information
Okay.
before the
And
next
then
meeting.
for the next meeting.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's all I have.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, wait a minute, we gonna go ahead and pay this 15-2?
Why don't we wait till after we talk to Alyssa?
That's fine.
Yep.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're a good company, but I just don't wanna
Mhm.
make them more.
She said she does have final plans from them.
Oh, she does? So, wonder if they're gonna be the ones doing the bidding on it?
Yeah,
They're,
yeah, we've approved them for the whole
okay, gotcha. Good enough for me.
process.
I did have something for old business. That is-
Okay.
That, we corrected that one motion to reflect, that you were present but did not vote on that, so if you could
Do we need to
get the other two.
rescind anything, or are we good, Jim?
We would need to, we approve the minutes, right? The minutes need to be
Yeah.
redone.
I corrected those.
Yeah, the
too.
minutes have
Okay.
been changed too.
All right, we are going to need to then have a motion to approve the minutes as corrected.
I so move.
Second.
All right.
And you just sign the motion, so there's nothing on there.
All right, thank you.
Tom, you didn't have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. Carl?
No,
Okay. Future business and announcements, December 24th and 25th, the courthouse will be closed in observance of the Christmas holiday. December 31st, the courthouse will close at 10 a.m. due to the end-of-year cash audit. Motor vehicle office will be closed all day, and the register of deeds will be open until 10, but will not record any documents. January 1, the courthouse will be closed in observance of the New Year's holiday. I hear a motion for adjournment.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn if there's no further business.
I'll second it.
Aye.